Is there anything you guys did that played a big factor in recruiting? Andy, you want to take that one since you were the man with the plan?
There's a lot I could say about recruiting. It, I think one thing that we did that we didn't do last year that seemed to really turn out. If I'm comparing last year to this year, I remember I was always like missing out on that those one or two guys that I kind of really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I was missing out on them. They were very polite. They'd say, "Hey, I took this other position." Blah blah blah.
Well, like we'd
Um,
interview them and they
we,
just wouldn't come
we,
work for us.
yes, yes, exactly. And
Gotcha.
you know the type two. If you've interviewed them, you know exactly who. It's like that's the type of person I want in my business ASAP. But they take a position doing something else or working for
Yep.
something else.
Yep.
This year, I don't think I missed any of them. I think if we got them in for a group interview, um, except for maybe one. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think we got them all. And we've got some phenomenal people this year
Mm-hmm.
that both college students, good college students are a little bit easier, but also the good full-time guys that are going to be with you like the full year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we just kind of last year, we would just call them up and do like a phone interview.
Yep.
And that's, that worked really good for COVID and everything like that. But you don't get to sell them on the vision if you're doing a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, what we did before we did any kind of one-on-one interview, they got invited in for a group interview.
Mm-hmm.
And during the group interview, they all sat down around our conference table, and I had this slideshow up there. And in the slideshow, I've got we talk about our core values, and we say we decided on these core values because we looked at who our best employees were ever. And these are the four things that they exemplify. And we're hiring these four traits. So if this sounds like you, this might be a good fit. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You would not be a good fit if you don't match these four things. But also we talked about, like, I have a picture of me at 14, 15 years old cleaning windows. And I got to actually tell our story about how I started and where we are now and where we're going, and just get to build some excitement around,
Mm-hmm.
joining and being a part of a small company that's growing and has, a lot of good A players. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that helped a lot. Sergio, I hope that answers your question. That was kind of one of the things that came to mind, but that's
Yeah.
not the only thing. We're doing a lot of stuff differently this year, but
Yeah.